empowerment is about being able, giving other people the tools and the information for them to, well, do something and get some work done. So those are the main. I mean, if you look at all the tools that are available nowadays on the internet and the things you can do with it, you can, if you blog about something, you actually publish it to the whole wide world. This is something that is quite new. I mean, that wasn't possible earlier. So people are more empowered to bring their information around to the outside, getting people together to work together with them and letting it grow. It's all about empowerment. And I think if you do the same to, giving information to society, for example, government information, and being able for other people, for example you, to work on that information and build something yourself, you're actually empowering society to pick up certain tasks of government, for example. And same goes within an organization. How do you empower your employees to do more and to reach their goals in the way they want to? So it's also about empower. So those three words are very important, and it's actually those three, sort of rules that I try to apply when I'm working with my own network, the Civil Servant 2.0 network. So how did it all start? Actually, it was a bit of an accident, because when I got working for the ministry, we were thinking, well, there's something happening, 2.0. What does this mean for government? We have to find out. Well, let's make a project of it. David, you go do that project. And I started blogging about it to attract more people, to see what other knowledge there is in the world, people who want to discuss things, that sort of thing. And while blogging, people come by, different people, and I was wondering, who are these people? So I started a network site, a Ning, to, sort of collect all these people together, and so I can see, who are they? What do they have to offer? What knowledge do they have? How can we use that in the project? And that's how actually the network sort of started by accident, because now 2,000 people are a member nearly, so it's gone a bit out of hand. So actually I was myself empowered by Web 2.0 software and possibilities to start this up, and finally to get where I am today, standing here on the podium. Thirdly, that was last year, so to say. So last year, I was trying to get this network together. As I said, I wrote a book about it, and it sort of got bigger and bigger and bigger, more work to do. So I thought, perhaps I should get some other people to join in. And so I sort of got a group of people together that had been, extremely active, and asked them to sort of come to in a sort of a group of editors. And this group has grown to about 15 people or something. And we started doing things together, so I didn't have to do it alone. Okay, there's a group of editors now. Next thing there was, I thought, if I have a new idea, let's sort of make a list of tasks. And so I made a list of tasks, all the new ideas I had. This should be done, that should be done, and put names behind it. And also gave it out to the rest of the world, saying, hey, here's a group of tasks. If you want to be active for Civil Servant 2.0, why don't you pick up one of these tasks? Which then didn't happen. So that wasn't the right way to get my network active. Another thing I then tried, as I said, I'm just stumbling along here trying to figure out how this all works myself. Another thing I tried was, okay, let's see if I can find people that are, well, willing to participate, are willing to be active as a sort of a volunteer, and just asking them, hey, wouldn't this specific task be something for you? And that seems to work a little bit better. So hopefully I'm getting a few tasks like these done now to actually let the network grow and let the sites grow and get some activities there. For example, we do have a sort of a member of the week nowadays. And I just asked someone, hey, wouldn't that be nice for you if you would organize this whole member of the week thing? Well, she's doing that right now. It's working. So I think that's going to be my new tactic in getting people involved. So the sort of that group of editors didn't really work to get. They're doing a lot of things. They're doing a lot of basic things like seeing if there's anything wrong on the internet site, if people are not using foul words in discussions, that sort of thing, and greeting new members, that sort of thing. But for getting, they're all busy, so to say. So getting new things done, new ideas done. I've got this new method of just asking people, and this group of editors is now sort of more of a sounding board, of a collective board where we discuss ideas. But the problem with this group now is that it's a closed group, and as I said, I want to be open, I want to work through networks and want to work through social connections, and this is a closed group, so that's not going to work. So I'm actually, as I said, stumbling along here, trying to find out how to get this done, because I've found out I can't do this all alone. There's a lot of people who want to work. How do I get them active? And they're all working, they're all busy, they all got things to do, so how can I make them well, participate in what I'm doing? And there's a few things I learned while doing that, and it has. Well, I read a book about. There was a book about how communities work, open source communities. You probably know more about that than I do, but it says something about a benevolent dictator. Well, as I was introduced, I'm a historian, and I don't really like dictators. I've read too much about them, but. And if they're benevolent, usually they're not. So I don't see that really work, but I think the idea is here that there must be someone, perhaps a community manager, who is, well, sort of the active member who, well, I think picks up a lot of pieces as well, but also is someone who gives energy to others to, well, to participate and to become active and to keep going. That's a very important part of it. Secondly, I think that when you look at how decisions are made, a benevolent dictator, as I said, it doesn't really sound that well, but I think that what you do need to do is make it a sort of an open discussion and make sure that as soon as there's a sort of a goal to be to reach, there's someone who has to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. So you have to sort of push the button after the discussion. So I'm using this group of editors to, as I call them, so to say, to sort of have the discussion all together, and next, well, someone has to say, okay, that's the way we're going to go. And I guess it has to be me then. Also very important is that you have a vision and the goal to work for, and that I think it's if you look at the members of Civil Servant 2.0, most of them looking at me to sort of make the next step in what is this vision for Civil Servant 2.0 going to be. You need to have a goal and saying, and it needs to be a pronounced goal. So, for example, for Civil Servant 2.0, we're looking at a network of people, so it's not an organization. It's